I'm studying martial arts tournaments. The Cell Game. I welcome any and all who think they can beat me. If you dare.
Alright, so we're kicking it off with a tournament participant team. I'll skip animations next turn. But I'm basically gonna say now, with the modern characters that's been coming out, I really think that STR Cell is gaining lots of value. And let me start off with the basic stuff. Hold on, I'm gonna go to 100% Cell actually, because my thing's only 55%. So, he has a revival, he has a domain, and he gives basic buffs in said domain, and if you can lever, and since we're getting a lot of tournament participants, it's only natural that we're going to be using Cell for the leader slot, and it's tournament participants or worldwide chaos. I know his team technically isn't tournament participants, it's not his best team, but I feel as if it's a little risky running his team into modern events. So, including the fact that I don't have those kind of characters. So my best team with this guy is tournament participants, and I really think because of the amount of tournament participants that are coming out, then this guy is aging a lot better. And I feel as if this guy might be one of the few underrated releases of the year. Now, I've heard a lot of times that STR Cell was pretty bad in release, and I can't lie, he kind of was. I didn't have a team for him. The best team I had was tournament participants, but they didn't have much too good units at the time. It was only Go Frieza that was really keeping the tag relevant. But it was still difficult to leverage that since Cell, that wasn't really Cell's best teammates, and on release there were no Cell owners since I got him on I'd say 15 minutes after he released with 150 stones. I was ready. And I really think with the recent releases PyCon, Goku hit, I really think his abilities are going to be aging really well, especially since we're going to be getting Super Easy AGL Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku soon. So those abilities are just going to be even more nifty. And I really feel as if Cell is going to be aging really good. He's going to be quite literally doing everything. Supplying buffs, giving off the domains so we don't get hit by some unfair no-switching kind of stuff so we don't have to waste a Senzu Bean. I know we don't have one in this stage. But yeah, Cell is the savior of runs. And it's kind of crazy how underwhelming he was on release, and now he's one of the best units you can own right now. And I know, don't take it from me, because I'm not the greatest Dokkan nerd. But from my perspective and how he's doing in these new events, yes, he can't tank first slot till after revival, but even then you can leverage that in a way. I don't have much slot ones. My slot ones are literally Tech UI and then Cell. So I have to waste a revival, or I can probably get lucky here and then bring something else. But yeah, I really think STR Cell is going to be one of the best aging units of 2025. Due to the new tournament participant releases, I feel like they're going to be doing a lot more later in the year. And I know my words can be debunked. In any way, shape, or form, my words can definitely be debunked. There's no way that I can really tell we're going to be getting a bunch of tournament participant characters. We got Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, we got Cell, we got Blue Kaioken Goku and Hit, we got PyCon, which PyCon alone is already giving good buffs to tournament participant allies. Not even just that, he's giving buffs to everybody as long as there is a tournament participant ally in the team. Or Otherworld Warrior. I know PyCon's team is Otherworld Warrior, but he leverages on the tournament participant team, and mainly because I'm using him for buffs. So Pycon's not going to be doing the best, but he's not going to be doing the worst either. He's at least going to be doing really good damage. Not the highest, but not the lowest either. He's at least hitting crits. He's at least giving off some support for the team. And that's all we want. And I want Tech UI. I'll be able to leverage domains here. Tech UI is most likely never gonna be able to transform, not once, unless if I get a lucky turn. I don't know if I get like a lucky turn that Cell is and pop a second domain. Because if Cell is leader slot and you have Cell as his friendship, then you're getting 10 turns worth of domains. And along with Tech UI, that's like 15 turns worth of domains, which is insane. And Cell's is immediately, you don't have to pop anything for it. You just, like, as long as he's there, he's popping the domain. So you just get a free, like, you just get 10 turns worth of domain for free. For just playing the game, you get 10 turns worth of free domain. And the domain buffs any tournament participant ally, so it's giving more buffs than what Pycon is leveraging. It's really, like, pushing more, like, buffs. Is giving us more defense, giving us more offense. It's giving us what we need, and it's why I really think STR Cell can really make it, like, as one of the most valued characters of this year, depending on the releases. If we're getting more tournament participant allies after the next LR, and they're, like, really good, then Cell is most likely going to be aging extremely well. And there's no doubt. I forgot to turn on animations. We're not seeing the Kaioken Goku intro. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, I should have kept that in mind. But yeah, Cell after his revival turns into a really good slot. I'm saving these tech orbs for Goku. But yeah, Cell turns into one of, like, I don't want to say one of the best slot ones, but he tanks a lot more, like way more. Like, Cell becomes really useful. And as I said before, I know this isn't Cell's best team, so he's not going to be pushing out the highest damage, but he's certainly not doing the lowest. And I'm really hoping this next LR can be a slot 1, because then if the next LR is a slot 1, then you'll be able to leverage through revivals a lot more. Like, you'll be able to save Cell's revival and all that kind of stuff. It won't be needed, won't be necessary, especially for me. I know there's most likely a team out there with slot 1 tournament participant allies that can keep Cell's revival in check and not have to use it immediately. But unfortunately for me, I don't have that unit yet. I only have Tech UI, and then I'll have to use Pycon 2, AGL Pycon. But he's taking a lot of damage since I only have him 55%. I got him too late. I didn't have enough time to get a dupe. I got him, like, last second. But I think maybe Hit can fix it a little bit. I know he's not a slot 1, so Hit isn't going to do anything. But if this next LR is like, let's say, Kefla, Kaba, and they buff tournament participants a lot, and they're a significant slot 1, then there's no doubt in my mind tournament participants is going to be a very dominant tag. No doubt in my mind. And with STR Cell, I really think this team is going to be, like, really great. And STR Cell is going to be aging a lot better. Like, and I'm going to go back to my previous claim. STR Cell might be one of the best aging characters in the game if these releases are as expected. More tournament participants, more worldwide chaos, all that kind of stuff. I'm mainly pushing towards tournament participants because we're getting more of that, and the tournament participants are buffing each other. But if we get more worldwide chaos characters too, then STR Cell is going to be having even more of a time. Like, Cell's going to be having a way better time pushing himself through the, what was I going to say? I'm sorry, I lost my track of thought for a second. Like, STR Cell, I think, is going to be aging good because of his abilities. And I really think he's one of the most underrated releases. Because I feel like I feel like players aren't wrong about him. Cell was bad. But I feel like now he's really making the comeback necessary. I'm going to pop Icon here. But I really think that STR Cell is going to be gaining a lot of value later down the year. He has like a lot of value now because of tournament participants. But I can only imagine the future. Like later down the year, we just get so many more tournament participant allies. Also, no, we're not talking about the fact Tech UI did not dodge. This is a Rainbow Tech UI, by the way. Oh my goodness. It's whatever. Oh, I think I am gonna get that lucky turn. The Tech UI transformation here. So I'll be having 15 turns worth of domain, which is really good. I also do think Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku is a strong release. I know he's not the greatest right now. And I'm not going to say he's going to be in the same situation as STR Cell. STR Cell has a lot of abilities that can really be used, that can like really save runs. And the buffs coming from like other units and all that kind of stuff, like PyCon, for example. And then Tech UI's domain, other cells don't like Cell's domain buffs. Like it's gonna be a time for tournament participants if this year goes as planned. And if it does, I'd be very happy if it does go as planned. Like if we can possibly get a like more tournament participant allies later down the year, then I really think STR Cell is pushing towards a very dominant release. And a very dominant unit, too. He's going to be getting a lot more value than most people are going to be thinking. And I know I can probably sound stupid with this, because it's like, dude, it's like he's a bad release. What makes you think he's going to age good? Abilities. I focus on abilities. If they have the abilities to push out a run, then it's not much of an argument for me. Like if let's say for example we get like a let's say a Kaba, a UR Kaba, and he buffs Universe 6. But like he buffs Universe 6, but there's no dominant Universe 6 allies. I say hit doesn't exist. And then we get that Kaba, but there's no good Universe 6 characters, so it's hard to leverage him. People are going to say he's a bad release and not summon on him because of that reason. But let's say he has like Revival, Domain, somehow. Like anything. He can have the good stuff, but have a really bad release because of the category he's stuck behind. And later down the year, we just don't get any Universe 6 allies. That's what I'd call aging really badly. But Cell is a tournament participant worldwide chaos character. So if we get more tournament participants or worldwide chaos, then Cell is going to be having a great time of value. And players are going to regret skipping on him. It's like, I'm going to bring up DBL for a minute. MVP 17 when he released, people didn't summon on him because Uni-Rep was kind of like a bad tag. At the time, it was like risky to run, and including the fact that Monkey Boys were like green, it was very difficult to leverage him. But later in the year, we just got more Uni-Rep units, and it gained his value. Like, we got Rev UI, Go Frieza, Evo Ken, so much more that pushed MVP 17's value much further because he had the defensive abilities to really make the team a lot better than what the newer units were showing. It's like this situation. STR Cell didn't have a dominant tag and release because it was risky to run in modern events. But now he's getting the tournament allies that he needs. He's getting the buffers that he needs, especially from like PyCon support, and then his own domain twice, and then Tech UI's domain. Like his revival, his defensive capabilities after revival, and his buffs, everything, I really think is going to be aging really well. He goes from like a slot 2 and 3 to a slot 1 after revival. Like, you're telling me that's not good? Like, the man tanks almost anything now after revival. Before, if he was like one pinch, he'd be gone. It's a crazy buff. It is a huge buff after revival. I know there's most likely better revivals in the game, but come on, this is like huge. Because it's like, let's say, I'll say Super Saiyan 3 Goku, for example, for some odd reason. If we get a character like that for tournament participants, like a slot 1 character that loses his defense over time, then you can leverage Cell's revival, and you can really leverage Cell's revival and get what you want. You can really leverage Cell's revival, and now you have a slot 1 to replace that now weak slot 1. I doubt they're gonna make a unit like that, but let's say if they did, Cell's ability will really come in handy, and it'll be a lot more nifty than what most people are going to be thinking. It's why I think Cell's going to be... It's why I thought Cell was going to be a dominant release. I was I was on 50-50 when I summoned on him. Okay, I'm a liar. I summoned on him because of biases. I love Cell. I personally love Cell. Cell's my personal favorite villain of all time. I don't care what anyone says to me. He's so cool. But biases aside for a moment. Ability-wise, like when I actually put on the thinking cap, I was on a 50-50 with Cell. Because when I got him, I read his kit, and I was on the 50-50 of like whether he'd be aging really good or aging really poorly. Because Cell is a tournament participant Worldwide Chaos character, as we already know, and so it was like the 50-50. If we got better tournament participant or Worldwide Chaos characters, then he'd age really good. If we got neither of those this year, or like one that did barely anything, then he's aging really poorly. And I can say so far with this new PyCon giving out a support, and then the domain buffs to go with it, and the new Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku in a hit, and then the next character being guaranteed to be a tournament participant, I really think Cell is going to be aging way better than what most of us expected. Like, look, hold on. I'm going to pop Tech UI's domain here. And then, once Tech UI's domain is done, look at these buffs. Look at that. We're getting buffs every second. We're physically getting buffs every single second of the match because of how many domains we have. And let alone, 2 of them are literally free. You don't have to pop anything. So imagine 10 turns worth of domains with PyCon's buffs and these 2 buffing everybody else. So you can only imagine if the next releases buff buff tournament allies, no, tournament participant allies, or if there's 2 or more, then they buff everybody on the team similar to PyCon's ability. Then it's going to be golden. The team is going to be extremely dominant, especially if the supporter is a slot 1. Then the team is going to be extremely dominant. It's going to be way more dominant. It's why I truly believe that tournament participants is going to be like one of the strongest tags in the game later down this year. And nothing is going to be changing my mind unless the game like throws out some random releases and stops giving us tournament participants. If the game does that, then that's when I'll believe it's not going to be one of the strongest tags. But if they release a slot 1 with good team, with good support for the team, then tournament participants is going to be one of the strongest teams in the game. As I said earlier, don't take it from me, though. I'm not the greatest Dokkan nerd. There's most likely, stuff I don't know about. There's most likely stuff I don't know what I'm saying. So, this is just my experience with, meta and all that kind of stuff. And I do know with PyCon that I have to get as much Rainbow Orbs as possible to leverage the crit. If I get 3 or 4 or more, I get guaranteed crit. And PyCon's a one-hit wonder, so of course I'm going to aim for that crit. I have a drink on me. I talked a lot. My voice is very, itchy now. Excuse me. I know it wasn't a call for a sneeze, but still. Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, I feel, is 50-50. He is a floater character, But I feel like he has the capabilities to go slot 1, but it's still a gamble. So I don't 100% recommend it. I only recommend it if you truly need it. It's because of his dodge and all that kind of stuff. And he can kind of tank for a slot. But of course, that's what Cell's Domain and PyCon support. So, of course, if it's Super Saiyan Blue Kaga and Goku alone, then I don't believe he can go first slot. If you got a team like this, though, then I'd say go for it. Unless if you're fighting an int. Avoid it at all costs. Trust me, I went through it. Still in Domain, I got one tap for like 11. Oh, I think it was like 110,000. Like, dude, I've never been so mad in my life. I'm joking. I wasn't mad about it. I expected it. But I didn't expect that high of damage. That's the only thing. I expected myself to die, but not take that much. That's all. Alright, look at the go here. 41 mil. I know we can leverage more. Look at this. That's like high damage. Like for an event like this, that's a lot of damage. Like, that is a strong crit he's got going on. The only thing, the reason why I want the next LR to be a slot 1 is because since you use Cell's revive, you can't use Goku's revive counterattack, which it doesn't necessarily nerf Goku in any way, shape, or form. I know he can perform good even without needing to pop his revive, so he's not restricted behind it, so it's still good. But I'm saying this because I feel as if the revival comeback is better than just a regular revival. But at the same time, you lose the slot 1. Yeah, never mind, scratch that. Yeah, because then, I mean, at the same time, if you're going to be having 2 slot 1s on a team that don't lose their defense at all, and if they possibly gain defense, the more they get hit, stack defense basically, then I guess it wouldn't really matter. Just pop any revival you want. Now, it's why I personally think and hope this next LR is a support and a slot 1. Because, think about it, he's going to be dishing a lot. He's going to be like supporting the team, giving them buffs, while also being a slot 1, so you can save Cell's revival, unless if you truly need to pop it. But then you also have Kaioken Goku's revival to leverage. And the revival counterattack does a lot of damage. Like, emphasis on a lot. Let me say that. Let me make that clear. Emphasis on a lot. Like, he nearly one-tapped the boss when I did it. I think the boss, this boss specifically, I already beat it in first try. I think he had like, I think the boss lost 3 health gauges. I popped the revival and he lost like 5, I'm pretty sure. He nearly died. Oh no, is it the amount of gauges he's at now? That's where he went. After losing 2 gauges, he went all the way down to there after revival comeback. It was crazy. Like, that revival is probably the strongest in the game. Post. I'm pretty sure G2 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta's was the same though. 1 tap, pretty much. Or very high damage. I'm gonna pop Cells active here. Okay, so we have 2 turns left of TechUI's domain. I don't know which Cell popped his domain. I think it was my Cell. Yeah, it was. Never mind. So this Cell is gonna be coming in on turn 11. So if the boss isn't dead by then, I'll show you guys exactly what I mean with like the endless domains. I'm pretty sure you guys already know, but man, I really want to show this. Because my friends are really doubting me with this. They're like, tournament participants isn't going to be a dominant tag. or they're saying it's gonna be a pretty weak tag, or they just say STR Cell is like one of the worst aging units in the game. Something along the lines of that, or STR Cell is a bad release. And with my knowledge of gacha games, I had to prove them wrong. I had to tell them, like, I really don't think so, and I gave the reasons that I said in the video. Cell's abilities are really good, and with the amount of tournament participant allies, he's gonna be gaining a lot of value. Along with his team too, as long as the LR is a good slot 1. If the LR isn't a good slot 1, then I'd say it's still gonna be pretty solid. But not as strong as I hope it can be. I really hope this tag can be one of the strongest in the game, which is why I'm giving Omatsu my trust. I'm giving him my trust that he can make this next LR. Give support to the entire team if there's 2 tournament participants, or any universe that you're from. Like, if there's 2 or more of that specific tag, then you buff everybody on the team. I want the Pycon ability, while also being a slot 1. I really want that too. And let me tell you, I'm a stickler for slot 1s. I love slot 1 units. Even if the best characters are slot 2 and slot 3. Super Gogeta, for example. AGL Super Gogeta, more specifically. That was like the highest amount of stones I've ever saved for anybody. I loved his release. What am I gonna do here? Oh, the domain's down now. I might have miscalculated something. Hold on. Hang on. Let me check something. Where's the active? Hold on. Let me go to you. Active. Illuminated World of Void. For 3 turns! Ooh, I miscalculated. Okay. That's my fault. I miscalculated the turns. So, oof. Okay, yeah, we're not getting that domain for a while. But I'm still gonna attempt on getting it. Still gonna attempt on living long enough to get it. I should be able to live long enough to get it. He might not get the crit, but I'm still gonna give my trust to you, Pycon. Now, I know Goku and Frieza are slot 2, so it's like, why are you running them slot 1? Well, I want to. They can take the defense role. It's also why I really think this is going to be a dominant tag, because some slot 2 some tournament participant characters can go slot 1 if necessary. Hence, as I already mentioned, Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and then Goku Frieza once you can switch to Goku at least. Which, like, turns 1 to 3 are going to be a little difficult to manage, but turns 1 to 3 are usually the easiest depending on the stage. Oh, I don't think I'm getting that domain. I think it's going to end on turn 10. No, turn 9. I think next turn is going to be the ender of this run. Especially with the tech orbs, I'm getting like 4 additionals here. No, 3 additionals. 4 supers. I'm getting this next one, and then there's going to be another one because of the tech orbs. Oh, that was the tech orb additional. Okay, I miscalculated. Again. Dude, what are these miscalculations I'm doing today? Oh my goodness, okay. Alright, I could probably put Tech UI 3rd slot. Mainly because of the, I don't know. I don't want to kill him just yet. I feel like Blue Evolution Vegeta's going to take the kill here. If not, probably Cell. If I don't, though, and hopefully can actually get the... Oh, I thought that was a run killer. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, I got worried. I looked at it and I was like, no, wait, did my run just end at the end? Like, end right when I was close to finishing it. I was going to be a little bit pressed. But, yeah. I take a lot of value. I really look at a lot of characters' abilities and see what they can do. And I really like make plans. If the developers are going to be making a year revolving around them, then no doubt in my mind they're going to be, yeah, Vegeta's finishing this off. If not, then Cell. Yeah, I'm not getting that second domain in. It's all because of you, miscalculations. All because of you. Yeah, it's all because of you. But yeah, I think you guys know what I mean. I might launch back into the event, but I'm not sure. Nah, I think I'll end it here. I don't want to make the longest video, you know what I mean? But I do want to say I really think STR Cell is going to be aging really well. I do think he's going to be one of the best aging units of this year, depending on our releases. If we don't get any tournament participant allies after this LR or any worldwide chaos, then yeah, this Cell is cooked. So far, this Cell is really proving dominance. So there's no doubt in my mind he's going to be pushing out a lot. No doubt in my mind he's going to be gaining a lot more value later down in the year. But of course, anything can happen. Alright, thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Also, hold on, my bad for not posting much. I haven't been gaining motivation, but I guess this is my motivation. STR Cell. If I can get hit, I might do a double upload, but only time will tell. I'll just grind in a few off camera. See what I can get. Alright, catch you guys in the next. Peace.